Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Just Talks with Soti. If this is your first time of joining in, thank you so much for joining in and welcome to my channel. Drum rolls. I am super excited because this is my favorite time of the year. It's Christmas season. Compliments of the season. Yeah, we all know Christmas is a season of sharing, of love, of giving. While we bask into the greatest story ever told, the story of the birth of Jesus, let us switch this up a bit, okay? So we have one beautiful sister, Sister Mary. Sister Mary is a typical lover of God. Sister Mary loves God and everything about God. Okay. And one day an angel visits her. I mean, she was super excited at the fact that an angel, come on, visits me. Like, the way David said it in the Psalm, who am I that you are mindful of me? And the angel then breaks news to her saying, Sister Mary, you are going to have a child. And she's wondering, um, did we not get the memo here? I am still a virgin. Now she's asking, how would that be? And the angel says, oh, it's fine. The power of the Most High will come upon you and you'll get pregnant and you will conceive a child and you will name him Jesus. Okay. Now, for my sisters in the house, we all know the usual story of our monthly stuff. Okay. Now, for every 3 to 5 days in every month of the year, okay, we know about the PMS, we know about the bloated tummy, we know about the cravings, the struggles. Come on, we know about the mood swings. Now, for a minute, then imagine, despite all of that we experience 12 times every year, pregnancy is now added to it. I mean, that's like an elevated part of it, right? Now, for pregnancy, we know that it's a whole different story. Now, imagine first off the unusual cravings. Imagine the bloated tummy. And now, this time around, it's not just bloated, it becomes bulge. Okay. And then imagine the mood swings, the cramps. Man, I've never been pregnant, but then I almost can imagine how it feels because our typical monthly cycle, we know how we go through it. Now, that is Mary on one side. Now, let's talk about Brother Joseph. So, Brother Joseph is a spiritual brother, the brother that understands scriptures, that knows that the bed should be undefiled. Brother Joseph decides to keep himself. I mean, he doesn't even cut corners. He is an entrepreneur, but then one that has dignity and integrity. And suddenly, Sister Mary, that is engaged to Brother Joseph, suddenly gets pregnant. What? No, think about that for a minute. And the good thing about Brother Joseph, which we don't talk about every now and then, is the fact that this guy was sacrificial. Okay. Yeah. Now, Brother Joseph, if I could bring him to modern day Christianity, right, did not see the need to be validated on social media. I mean, he didn't have to go to social media to say, okay, guys, I usually do not do this, but I just needed to say this. Sister Mary and I were engaged, but now we're calling off the engagement. I would be unable to share the reasons why we're calling off our engagement. But for reasons best known to me, I believe that we can no longer continue with the wedding. I would appreciate if you respect our privacy at this point in time. Respect your privacy. Really, you put on social media. Okay, let's focus. Okay. But brother Joseph did not do that. Instead, he just thought about it, reflected on it, and was like, "Oh well, it hurts, but Sister Mary is a good sister. I'm sure, maybe she made a mistake. We all fall short, we all just it happens." And then he was secretly just going to let it go. You get it? But then, thanks be to God, right? For the angel he sends to Joseph to say, Brother Joseph, it's not what you're thinking. Nah, it's not what you're thinking. It's bigger than what you think. Okay. So, yeah, maybe she's pregnant. I know it's all confusing, but she's not just pregnant like with the only way we know you can get pregnant, well, typically we have other ways, but then she's not pregnant. That's the way you're thinking about it, right? Um, this is a holy one, right? She was conceived by the power of the Most High. So you get the picture, right? And then he tells him, don't, don't set her aside, just take care of her. I know if you were talking about us in modern day, we'd have to think about it like, Um, Angel, I like the fact, but let me think about this for a minute. But no, he did not. He accepted and decided to go with God's plan. First, for Sister Mary, I'm sure she was like the spirit coco. She was the sis that was always there, the prayer warrior, holy sister. And now she's going to get the backlash, she's going to get the talks. Because I mean, how would she explain to everybody that the pregnancy she had is of the most high? Like it was the power of the most high. How would she explain? So there was a lot of backlash, there was a lot of side talk. I thought she was a holy sister after always preaching to us. See what has happened. Then the stretch marks, the bloated tummy, I mean the bulge, because pregnancy is one thing you cannot hide. Speaks for itself. And then Brother Joe, on the other hand, hmm, people will be like, he's a snake queen, how can a guy just sit down like that and stuff like this happen to him? He didn't even take action. And then his dignity is at stake and the respect also. But they all put that aside and followed with the plan for Jesus. Okay? And then forget about the long treks to Bethlehem. Nah. And Mary had to sit on the donkey and Brother Joe had to walk. I really don't want to imagine that. But at the end of the day, instead of having an amazing birth again, she then ends up in the manger. Okay. That speaks to me of humble beginnings. Okay, so Jesus came in the manner of humble beginnings. But at the end of the day, we saw how Jesus was celebrated even in that manger when the wise men brought those treasures. It all talks about being crowned at the end of it all, right? Yes. Now, the story of Jesus was a story of sacrifice, was a story of believing, was a story of trust, a story of love, was the greatest story ever told. So while you want to enjoy your Christmas, please do not forget Jesus is the reason for the season. And as much as you want to enjoy, as much as you want to share of your time, as much as you want to give, do not forget the sacrifices of those that went along the way. So today, I want you to also make a sacrifice. Okay, your time can be your sacrifice. Yes, you can share your food. Why am I always thinking about food? I think the only thing that comes to my head right now is jollof rice. Okay, but while you want to enjoy the moment, please and please do not forget that Christ is the reason for the season. I wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.